Yo, team. So this is a little different. I'm kind of making it a point to just get back to something that was my favorite pastime when I was a teenager, and it was just listening to music. Not because I want to have a YouTube channel that's music related or, because I want to catch up with what's new or anything like that. Before, I just used to listen just because. And this shit was fun. I would spend hours and hours. But I looked at, what was upcoming. I felt like listening to something a little more old school influenced, if you will. And, obviously if you're watching this, you're not really a fan of modern metal. I would assume I am, but that's because I listen to everything. I just wanted to see what's going on the other side, I've been kind of detached, and it's unfortunate because that's how I came into this thing, right? That's how I got into metal. My dad was a big thrash guy, Nwabum and all that shit. So I looked up Loudwire's upcoming releases of 2026. I went through some, and one of the last ones listed was actually this one. Aletheia? Is that how you say it? By Wildhunt. They're a thrash band from Austria. They label themselves as a thrash band, but it's very new wave of British heavy metal influenced thrash. You get your sword and dragon lyrics, and it's the right amount of 80s cheese. Which I can appreciate. Believe it or not, this is actually my first time listening to this band. I saw that they have another album. I had started listening to the first song, and I already like it. Descending is the album, sorry. I had already liked what I heard after listening to this album, and if you're a fan of Wildhunt, or, if the Wildhunt guys see this for some reason, why were you guys gone for 10 years? I was reading that shit, and I'm like, wait, that came out in 2016? The fuck happened? But I think there was like a single in 2017, and now that's on this album. I believe it's Made Man, which is probably my favorite song. If not that one, then the way that Kanashibari, if I'm saying that right, leads into In Frozen Dreams. It's fucking amazing, beautiful, flawless. Something I wanted to say is you get the right amount of 80s cheese, but I feel the thing that some bands do wrong, that they want to pay homage to their heroes of yesteryear. They get caught up in trying to sound too much like of that time, so much so that it becomes a caricature. And I feel like the music sometimes takes a backseat to like, oh, what do we look like on stage? Are we using the right effects to sound like we're from the, insert decade here? And this isn't that. I think Wildhunt does a good enough job to where, yeah, they're emulating 80s thrash and things like Iron Maiden and stuff like that. A little bit of that influence, power metal, if you will. But these guys can fucking play, man. These guys can fucking play. The solos, holy shit. The solos, the song structure. Listen, all you TikTok kids, if any of you even happen to see this album is not for you. If we're talking actual songs, right? We're not talking this little interlude that leads into In Frozen Dreams, and we're not talking about the intro, which is primarily instrumental. The shortest time length of a song is 6 minutes and 55 seconds. So yeah, man, all you doom scrollers are not gonna like this album, but holy fuck, man, there's substance here. This was such a fun fucking listen, man. This reminds me of the days of when I just used to dig through my dad's old CD and tape collection and just like, oh shit, what is this? What is this? Sadly, I don't have a physical copy of this album. I don't own a house, and I do not have the real estate required to warrant owning a record collection. So here I am with a digital picture. No, not there. There. So, yes, I consume my music digitally. Don't crucify me, but that's neither here nor there. I would say if you're a fan of old school metal in any capacity, be it the, late 70s, 80s, 90s, please give this a listen. This is such a good fucking album. It's so much fun. It's thrash, but it's like, again, it's very influenced. I don't know, Iron Maiden keeps coming to mind, but just power metal in general, very influenced by that. Very epic. It made me want to play guitar again. Made me want to play guitar again. Again, and I said this in the beginning of the video. I like what's happening now. I know a lot of you don't, but in a metal scene that's very much driven by R&B infused metalcore, it's nice to hear something like this because you're just like, oh yeah, there's riffs. Riffs are a thing, and solos and complicated song structure and technicality, and I don't know, man. I'm not gonna shit on the other stuff because again, I am a fan of your Bad Omens, your fucking Spirit Boxes of the world. I lean more toward the hardcore and metal side of things though. So I'm more into like bands like I don't know, Varials, Counterparts, Knocked Loose, that sort of thing. And then you got your Triviums and stuff like that. But hearing this, bro, it brought me back. Obviously, I didn't grow up in the 80s, but like I said, my dad did. He lived through all that shit. He's a metal guy, and it's brought me back, man. Aletheia, let me know if I'm saying that correctly or not. Clocks in at about 46 minutes, little over 46 minutes. It's not a tough listen if you like music. It's a tough listen if you're hamster-brained. I can't say enough good things about this album, man. Someone let me know why they were gone for so long. Be curious to see if, life just caught up with them or, because they are playing a pretty niche genre, so not to shit on them or anything, but, it just is what it is. I know what the music business can do to people who just have creative ideas, and yeah, I'm not, the music industry as a whole is fucked, but I want to see how this shapes up. Hopefully this means that we're gonna get more music by them frequently, I would hope, and I am gonna make the effort to get back into Descending. I did like what I heard, but yeah, dude, power metal infused thrash with great songs, great solos. If there's any recommendations I would give you, it's definitely Made Man and In Frozen Dreams, personally. The longest song on this album is 11 minutes and 28 seconds, dude. I didn't think it was a chore to sit through. Again, I love the way people's brains work and how you structure songs, and long songs are just the thing I haven't tapped into in a very, very long time. And this was nice. And I think one of the last songs I did that with was probably Shogun by Trivium. That has to be a lie though. No, that is a lie. Probably something by Machine Head, either on Unto the Locust or... yeah, it had to be a Machine Head song. Sorry. Off track. Shortest, 3 minutes 22. Longest, 11 minutes 28 seconds. If you're a fan of the shorter styles, fan of more punk rock infused music that doesn't go over 3 minutes, you're not gonna like this. But yeah, man, the boys from Austria are back. 10 years is a long time. Let's see what they got. I wish them nothing but success. This album was fucking amazing. And I would go as far as to say, listen, we're only in a few days into January. As of the recording of this video, I think this is going to go in my albums of the year list. But let me know what you think. Going forward, I want to go more in depth with these. I know this is very just random and blabbermouth-ish, but I want to try more reviews, especially with the more niche subgenres of metal, and I'm happy to just be listening to music again, man. Hopefully you guys join me on this journey. Let me know what you think about this album, let me know what you think about Wildhunt, and let me know what else I should be excited for in the future, what else I should review. Doesn't matter what it is, actually. As I say in my reactions, bands, rappers, singers, we fuck with all forms of music around these parts. I am primarily a reaction channel for now, but I want to do more of these, so let me know what you want me to review. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, support your boy. Check out the Patreon, there's not much going on over there yet, but there will be. And with all that being said, team, I go by Sub-Zero on the internet, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.